Do you have a property that you're looking to rent out and you need a little bit of help? Well, I'm going to talk today about some issues with using real estate agents to help you out with your rental property. So, hey, it's New Guy in Las Vegas, giving you some of the best news about real estate. And this week, I just had a kind of a double whammy where I had someone reach out, ask me to help them finding tenants for their rental property. And literally minutes later, going into our newsletter that comes out every quarter. And among the things that it has in it are all of the violations and fines people had. And then it just got my juices spurring a little bit. And I was like, this is probably a good topic to really bring out there, especially people who are looking, let's say they don't want to sell their house and they're moving, they're just going to rent it out, become a little mini landlord or something. Then they'll go like, hey, I'm not even in the area. How am I going to take care of this and manage this tenant, find new tenants, get things done? Well, the majority of the people who were in the quarterly newsletter for the real estate agents who had fines against them, the majority of them did one thing. They helped someone in a rental. So you're thinking, what's the big deal? Why can't they just help me out with finding tenants and managing my property? Well, here in the state of Nevada, and it's actually the only state that does this, to be a property manager, not only do you have to be a real estate agent, you have to have what's known as a property management certificate, which requires additional training. So unless you have that, it is a big, big violation. I've had this happen to me before, and I've done everything to try to keep myself out of it, because it's actually happened to me twice. Once was with a listing that I had, and the seller would sit around going like, well, can't you deliver this to the tenant? And like legal paperwork. It's like, no, I can't. Why can't you? I'm not a property manager, and you chose to manage this property yourself to save money. Well, I don't see the big deal. Why can't you deliver this paperwork and do this paperwork and get rid of my tenant? And you just have to keep saying this, and they keep going, it's not a big deal. Here's how big of a deal it is. If a real estate agent practices property management without the property management certificate, it's a $15,000 fine. That's more than you'll ever collect on most commissions. So you're in a situation where you've gotten the commission. Let's say everything goes right. Somebody finds out that you did this. You go in front of the board. Now you've got a $15,000 fine. So forget the commission. That's wiped out. Plus you got additional fees to worry about. And you've got legal fees, possibly.
Oh, no.
So there's always these people who are going, I don't see what the big deal is. Or can't you do me this one favor? Doing somebody that one favor can cost you $15,000 and your real estate license. $15,000, that's just a given. That's a given. But it could also cost them their real estate license. And I bring this up because it goes beyond rentals. If you need someone to help you out with your rental, find a property manager. Ask that real estate agent, are you a property manager? Oh, you're not? Can you introduce me to one? Some people feel that they can just kind of get away with it. You know, no one's going to catch me unless I do something wrong. Is it really worth it for $15,000 and losing your license? It's not. So the first thing you need to do if you're trying to rent your place out, contact a legitimate property manager. And here's the next thing. When you start looking through your contracts, there may be a bomb in there for you. What kind of bomb? Little language that you didn't think about. Maybe you just went like, hey, I need a property manager. Well, the way property managers really make money, because around here it's really competitive. Average property manager doesn't do 10% like in the rest of the country. It's 7%. So, and it may just be a set fee, like $85 a month. Well, they're not making money off of that. It doesn't matter how many doors they have. So property managers talk about doors. So how many properties they have, that's a door. Here's the thing. Where they really make their money is when you get ready to sell. Their goal is for you to use them. That's the real way they make money, when you sell the property so they can get the commission. Well, some of them don't want to just wait for that. Some of them don't want to sit around and hope that you use them. They force it into contract. Very carefully read that contract, even if you have to take it to an attorney, because that property manager could have been just horrible. But if you sell that house, most of them are going to put in that contract that you must use them as the agent. And then you go like, you know what? I'll just go and not sell the house for 3 months. That way I don't have to worry about this idiot. It may be in there that if you sell the house within a year. I mean, this is how they actually make money. So I'm like pulling the covers back so you see what's really going on. So the way they make money is to sell your house, not acting as a rental agent or property manager. So vet your property manager, get copies of the contract. Anybody who doesn't show you the contract up front, you already know they're up to no good. Make sure you read that contract, review that contract. It doesn't matter what that property manager tells you. Nothing in real estate is true unless it's in writing. So make sure that it's in writing. Property manager goes, oh, you can take the property back after 3 months. No big deal. If it doesn't say that in the contract, you can't do anything. Contract may have automatic renewals. If you don't renew, these penalties or something kicks in. They're finding ways to add money to their budget. Now, there are a lot of legitimate property managers out there, and the person who asked me today, I already told him I'm not a property manager, but I know of good property managers. Ones who do not put this stuff into their contracts, ones who are not trying to trap you, and ones, if you want to sell your house, you can use whoever you want. Because imagine, some people who get into owning a house or two and renting it out may want to get their real estate license. Okay, great. You got your real estate license. You can't even sell your own house. Can you imagine that? That's kind of depressing. So make sure that you have reviewed the contract. I don't care what a person tells you when it regards real estate. If it's not in writing, it didn't happen. Okay? So make sure that you're protecting yourself, your family, and the house that you are trying to have as an investment. And one of the other things you should be doing is subscribing if you haven't already, and hitting that like button and watching some more of the videos that I have out there, because I have so much great information that you need to see.